Good question.
Hello.
Because these are probably
Is everyone configuring their pipelines? You guys are all, or no? You're not?
You give it basically a list.
Yeah?
and you need directory for you need a directory for what? Oh, it doesn't work. No, I'm gonna data organization is a bigger problem than people think because when you try to everyone has a different way of doing it and you're trying to do it standard way. It's crazy.
I know that there's
So where's your data come from? And then it's subject ID is
what you get. The URL we access it.
So it's this up to the proto, so everyone else, every single subject has the proto, everything else afterwards is the same. Some of them have the name. Is there any?
All of them will be but in the it's the same project,
Right.
This period.
I don't know.
That'd be neat. I mean, that'd be nice to have.
Right. So you probably have to download it. Well, if you have your files in a way such that
That's the only way.
The only way I can think of is
But I mean,
would be to download the data
like if you have
I don't. We have
what you could do, I mean, you have something that
That'd be a good idea.
yeah, but I mean, but I think I cannot put this.
well, I think, oh, you
It
can,
has to be in a folder.
well, isn't it, don't you have like proto or whatever it was instead of this, and then the other one is
All of them
proto.
like this. But I think the problem is that I can use the particular inside the file. I need a different file.
And why do you say that? And if it didn't work?
Yeah, because the error that hit me was that.
Oh, it said you need that level directory?
Yeah.
That might be the case.
Yeah, but the problem is I want to move lot of the directories.
Yeah, and yes.
Yeah.
I mean, you can script it. Like if you're comfortable with Python, you can script it. It's just a little bit. The other thing you can do is reorganize the data locally, and then create a new bucket and upload it to that other bucket, and delete your first bucket, which actually might be easier.
But
Because you can probably make this structure with Bash.
yeah. I can do that.
So if you did that, then just uploaded that to a new bucket, and then you use the first bucket, then you have it. Does that work?
Yeah, but how to
Oh, how to upload a whole directory?
the whole directory?
I think I can help you with that. I can sit down and actually help you with that.
Okay.
So you have to do it through Python or through their command. So yeah, we can sit down and do that. So you want to start reorganizing it?
No, actually, it's the way it is.
Oh, local. It's already organized as subject with subject folders?
Yep, with but adding Not in my computer.
Oh, okay. Can you SSH in?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Can I access the subjects?
Yeah, so that's on, so there's, if you go to, open up the browser, and it's, yeah, the free process. Click the site IDs in the site. So if you scroll further down, metadata, I think it's on that. I think that should just look at it. So, this one. But if either one has to serve the good, either one. Oh, so yeah, so if you put any error, it automatically goes into that. Hey, what's up? What's up?
We are ready.
Ah, yeah. Okay. And then from here, to select
C-PAC.
yes.
You want to send it?
So it can't find. Yeah, that's normal. Yep, yep. It says it can't find your scroll down.
Oh, I think that's on your. You're doing enough to get the questions.
That page has to be right now. Did you have this yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I remember.
So you just open. Oh, wait, there it is.
Do you want to see the subject configuration?
It's weird because you just selected the file. No, I've seen that. Yeah, I guess show me the subject list. It looks like you created it right now. Sorry, that's not. That looks great. It's a pretty looking subject list. Yeah, yeah, no, that's good.
Yeah.
Subject. Yeah. No, subject list. That's right.
One or more.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, just ignore it.
For
That's something we need to, because they're located on S3, it can't find them locally. I think that's what's happening. So that's just, so the S3 functionality is brand new as of like a week ago, so we're still working on a lot of the bugs, and you guys are finding bugs. So thank you. So you can, so everything's fine, so you can just save it. And actually you want to make, because you don't have a cluster of years, right? So you want to turn that off. False.
Well, this is engineering to process.
This is a T2. Yeah. Well, so we're gonna need to set up SG and stuff if you want to cluster. But I was gonna teach you how to do that. Your star cluster. So that was gonna be most of plus CPAC, so I can walk through that.
Okay, so I
But
want to say that.
are the configurations here? Did you get all that set up? Everything looks the way you want it?
We think, yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. You do 4 cores per second. Okay. 6 for ants. And 6 for ants. Yep.
Yeah.
So we turn.
False for now. I mean, when we do it's running on a single computer. It'll use multiple ones. You got set off. You have like 30 computers, and you want to put 3 subjects on the computer, and you want to throw it on. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. That test configuration, that's another topic. I'll write that down. Yeah, I mean, you can actually try to run it at once. Run individual analysis. Yeah. And some, see it fail. Or no, we're good. Okay, so it's trying to run. It's just, it doesn't have enough, because it's such a small instance.
so, the S3 part, will have some comments, but the way that we put it, it's okay, you will still work.
Yeah, when it actually runs it, it'll still work.
At the end, we are really on the
In your bucket, if you put, yeah. Did you do that part in your? Just-
Yeah, I would do it in our.
Okay, and you put your keys in there, so, okay.
Well, the one that I didn't use the.
Yeah.
Use those.
Okay, so there's another thing with that. At season, I'm not gonna steal it. Right, so if you actually look at the final problem are different, and that has screwed us up in the past. We've always tried to format this to look like, so it has like,
So it will not work.
so if you change it to look like that, it would work, but that's something else we can use as, that you can use as a root or use.
So I can do it right now because right now.
You would just delete this first line. Like the root. Without the top headers there. Yeah, do that.
Well,
We'll get a request today, where everyone on the stage right now gives them, so you can write the whole thing.
I can do it now.
Oh, so it's good. So, okay. Okay. And so this is all multiple days there. So are the subject name folders the same in the end? Okay. So yeah, so we can definitely do this.
You're right.
We can unlock it. Yeah, we can upload, because we're going to try to do the browser.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like expands it and wants to do it. Okay. So let's do it through Photo. So,
I want to work from the machine.
So, no, you're actually doing it through Python? Do you use Python?
No,
So that's, But this one is. This is on the browser.
Así que sí lo dejamos. No,
Solamente los copié.
Sí, pero sí, no se borra.
Star. Over there.
Good luck.
Los permisos, ¿cuáles? Ah, en la mía.
So, that is like sub 5002 or sub 5. Maybe I know like that.
Ah, pero ese es ¿cuál? ¿Cuál?
El que me dijiste que teníamos que poner. Ese. Es que mira,
¿Pero qué cuesta? ¿La tocamos? No, ya la busqué.
Oh, mine.
I need to call my El teléfono era 1.
Yeah, it should create it.
When you give it there's some seats, our package, but
Muy generoso también.
Hey, John, if you use the
Yo. ¿Ah?
So basically, he has. Park cloud there. Well, no, so basically what the situation is, so he has a bunch of data stored locally in folders. It's a pain in the ass to upload that through a browser, S3. They want you to do it one file at a time. So I was going to use C-PAC to upload the data from this SC file.
Oh.
But there's no Python installed on there. It's like,
Oh, so you're okay. Yeah.
we still have to install it.
Right, okay.
Because it's not only one of the sleep, that folder, upload it, and I've seen that. You cannot,
Right, yeah.
So if you upload.
So you're trying to script it, right?
But it just doesn't work through here.
no, if I take the folder,
So yeah, can you go back Firefox on the server? Is this on the server?
no.
Okay. Go to the server.
I would do it.
Yeah. Was it left out?
So,
I don't know.
the subjects have zeros for their, and then right here.
Okay, there's one
Yeah.
Great, thank you.
So what did you like about?
Like you have to for that.
Another way too.
Because it's an open document.
Right, yeah.
So how did you that? I mean, you know where the bucket is. So it's kind of
Porque estaba todo bien hasta que as 3
But let's just try to see if we can. Let's actually this one. Yeah, so right, let's just see if we can do it with the applet. If you don't have Java, I don't have it. Well, that's being, that was easier to get. Yeah. And creating a full like.
You okay, yeah?
a bucket, using CyberDog. Yep, and then do action. Yes, so that's
Yeah.
Yeah,
there's a little bit about it.
Okay.
So it's, yeah. So you could browse and see what the folder and the key of the subject.
So maybe with this,
Thank you. So it says there that you can have the that.
I just want to get
Yeah, and just on the.
Yeah, okay, yeah. That doesn't work. You can try. Yeah, sure.
You're using a charge that's 3x large. Okay, that's pretty. It's pretty. It's good at instant state, and it can help terminate. And it will turn off. Like that. If you terminate all the data.
So you guys are ready to see class. Cluster.
And this one is designed to.
You want to run out
But the Romanian.
But if you want to see the same thing good.
Oh, it's just closed. Do you want to try launching a bigger business? Yeah, try doing a bigger one. Do a C-PAC. That's it. Oh, okay, yeah. You should be able to do, oh, you have to rebuild it. Okay.
Or I can import it.
Yeah.
Well, it was on the other reasons. You had to terminate the other options, right?
No.
Computational research. But, you have to analyze the operating system, will stay in that.
Okay. So you can load something later in pipeline.
Yeah, resource will be reallocated and
You don't have to rebuild it.
Another thing that you can do is you can attach a volume. You can create a volume independent from the instance.
So we're or you have volume on that.
That volume will still have data. So like you could go to volumes and create a volume and attach it and so slash bounds or something like that.
Very good. And you C-PAC underscore GUI.
Yeah, the thought requests are more expensive.
So that's, so now you can
On
see
the
what's
band,
happening.
thought requests, we can charge based on unit. C-PAC is $1.
And then load your, the other one, you would do a load of the pipeline.
You don't need to. I don't know.
Alright, so you check that, you check that, and then hit run. And let's keep an eye on So where did you make your work in out the workplace? Where's your work?
No, en la norte, bueno, a mí it's separated out. Mira, hazle que ¿Estás en Amazon.com?
It's not free.
Ahí no se va a hacer. Here. So that's how, this is basically where you get all your costs. Tienes que ir allá,
Yeah.
Right. That's how you solve that. Make sure that it's not. Because I do the whole product, yeah. As a big ad has done.
Correct? This one correct?
but I changed the directory to be not the one that is shared with the.
Pero esta no se puede tocar y se va.
How much will it take?
That depends on how many cores you're using. So one core. That probably is quite a long time. I remember I benchmarked it once per day, so.
Okay, so what I did is I was enrolling the data to the stream.
Okay.
And now I'm preparing the issue.
Okay. So that's okay. That's it? Yeah, and then once you people use more cores, that would be a lot. That's it.
It's all the derivatives are in our docs, that's actually, not you should at least,
You can do that with story cluster, which we're gonna try to talk about a little bit. You can define a class or a certain type of cluster you want stuff set up. And you can specify which kind of instances you want to use, which credentials you want to use, and all of that. You can command line sort of instance pretty easily. And you would have to go through all the steps of the reset. That's really my basic.
If they are not compressed, they are
okay?
Okay, yeah, I mean, that should work.
but it's, I am confused, so they need to be intentional.
Yeah, or you could mark up the
Yes.
there.
But for this clip, how do I tell C-PAC? What I'm trying to say is that now here, so I could write my S3 and whatever, how can I tell, how can I give my information?
Actually, for that, I don't believe.
You asked me about the S3. That's fine. So that's fine.
But you could have them.
Okay, no. Yes, that's good. So no, that's what I did.
I just installed it. I'm wondering if I should figure out the current ordering time and stuff.
Okay, thank you.
Here is my pipeline.
Okay. So you need to check the type of subject list. So you check boxes on the
Access to bucket is designed to check if there needs to be. So what's running is the optional connecting to bucket. Yeah, so can I see your connection?
So there's a checkbox right there.
Okay.
You need to check that.
Ah.
The idea is that you could have multiple subjects and multiple subjects that just check at the same time.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so run digital analysis. And that should start.
That might be true. That might be true, but you can give that user permission to your bucket. You might have to do that. Yeah. Yeah, so if you go to AWS and you can look at users and you can actually see if you have permission. Yeah.
If you want, I can try and. But also, where did you go on the CPAC, which
You just need to do this C-PAC underscore view, it overrode you.
Oh. Is it running?
Yeah,
It was running, but,
I think there's a bug in the AMI.
what's that?
The C-PAC that's installed on there, I think there's something, it won't run, it's kind of bug. Steve fixed it like 4 days ago.
Is it, okay.
So we might be able to, we're going to do one.
Okay.
That's not,
Is this like, wait, like 4 days ago, like?
4 days, like 4 days ago.
Okay.
I thought Carol actually.
Okay. So the problem is that you can't get your
So yeah, actually, you can get them for the applied data set. Yeah. You can, it's actually a GitHub repository. So you can actually clone that and there's actually 50 files in there. Then you can use those on the server. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you give you the go to GitHub.
So you can't find files or
Or they have to do time series analysis, or they have to put in, if they don't have time series analysis put in, it'll get like, but if they have a time series analysis and they have 50 files, they'll go through it.
Okay. So you just use Python, so,
And if you want to get some ROIs, you can use like 5 years.
okay.
So I have to edit the online.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, so yes.
So that one you want to clone. And in here, there's either the
You want to
reprocessing.
save it again. Put on the rerunning.
Settings, or actually, I think it's resources. And so the ROIs, those are all like 100 and like,
Sorry.
I just.
I was just seeing what's
No,
on.
I am trying to test the.
Sure. If you want any like masks or ROIs or analysis, you have one.
I already got that.
Okay, cool.
I have like,
Yeah.
some rate, down the road, like, documentation network.
Oh, cool. Cool. but it seems to be working, or is it?
I don't know, you must be test.
Oh, so the, CS7, what do you go to tell me that?
I think
So
that
the test, the test configuration doesn't work. Right? So basically all the S3s will do is just download the test stuff.
Okay.
Not take that into account.
Oh, yeah. Not right now.
Yeah, I just, I need to, not sure, but, I mean, the other.
I should have also PC. I should have your own.
Yeah. Are you doing time series? Yes. Okay.
Just.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I did it. Time series, yeah.
There is a bug fix if you don't have. Yeah, you got it work. Is it H top?
No,
Is
just,
it right? Is it right at S3?
Sorry?
Is it
Yeah,
right?
it's right, but check it, and also it's working for you.
Sweet. So you just needed to add
Yeah, that's a permission.
permissions. Okay. Wow. Okay. Sweet. Nice. There you go.
Should I close it? Because I want.
Right now it's running.
So it's not just
Is
any Windows?
For me,
And not even down the bottom.
If you're using one core, yeah, it'll take probably a little while.
You can close it. You can close the session and get started.
How can I have a session without losing?
I think it actually by default,
Yes, it'll take quite long.
like, well, the machine will stay up.
That's why you remember the one you used to like EX large. Because that's 30 quarters. So you can more processing power.
Yeah, the X2 session, I'm pretty sure by default, when you close it, it'll be
Right.
that up
Yeah.
once you reactivate.
So it's like no
Yeah, you can close it. Close it.
And then I go back
And then, yeah, it'll say that, and it's okay.
We're gonna.
And it should
We're
open
gonna
up
start
the
working
same.
on We're gonna start talking about that. Because we're not sure what it is, it's a command line utility in Linux.
If I close it like that, the machine stops.
No, the machine's, no, it's still running.
Okay, how do you get out to
So
the?
basically, you can make a command line, create like
If you want to,
like a
sorry.
So it'll be a master.
One of the things that, Cameron told us that if you use X2 and it's a way to do it.
There's a way to terminate it.
I don't know, but terminate it, but you do.
No, you're just terminating the session. So like all these, like this, so if you have something running in the session and you terminate the session, it would stop the running. The machine would still be alive.
You know, that's exactly what.
I'm the X2 stuff.
Well,
Is there any problem now?
Okay. So that's, so hosted, that should be, the DNS. And the key should be down here.
should I start
So.
Should you store the results? Yeah. And you're on, you have to do it in your own
Yeah,
bucket.
the DNS, that goes.
Your credentials, your root key.
So.
I'll move them to your rest.
No, the PAM file, that gets, so there's two sets of keys. The PAM file lets you into your instance, so you're the only one that can get in, that gets you access. And then there's two root keys.
Those are the ones that you are allowed to write into your.
Yeah.
So you have the root key. Where the exchange, like, where's the exchange for that? I don't know.
It should be a CSV. There's one at PAM and one CSV. And the CSV is two keys. It's access and a secret. Access key and a secret key. So they really try to lock it down.
No.
It's really there. Yeah. Although like it's sort of came alive there. But like this one, wow,
Yeah.
it popped up. It's not like it's a network thing. I wonder if it's just having a hard time. And this is the senior part.
Yeah, so the professional zero.
I'm wondering, okay, so the memory thing, that is so big. You're not gonna-
In Navi,
I have something like this. Can you try to SSH and fill that process?
With the AMI or have a budget. So you can put an S3 bucket, and then you put out your contact master.
All right, can I use your?
Yeah, or you can use yeah.
Amazon. Oh, yeah. I
got you far away.
Yeah, I got you.
I use them in the copy because I have
Yep.
there, and then I just want to say,
So, maybe
And you age stop?
Yeah.
no.
Your memory doesn't look like it's over. So your memory, you will, yeah. Process. So you get it out. No, I think it's just. Well, we can do is, we can still process, see if that helps. Yes. Grep just for Python, I would grep for Python. AUX, I do AUX. And I just do, Python grep.
Like this?
Yeah, kill dash 9 until they 47, whatever. I don't want it.
zero such process. 20. I did it. It's 28. It's 28? 28. 47.
No, I think it's 28047. 28047.
2, 0.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So
I didn't want to start with Starbucks. Everyone's still, they're ready for Starbucks. And I think that was too much.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you just in your output directory, that's 3 colon / your bucket name / whatever folders you want.
Okay.
And there's also a path to credentials there, right?
Right, that's right. Yeah, so to do this,
So,
yeah.
Okay, so you read it up, it's yeah, okay.
So,
I guess it just got hung up, I don't know why.
okay. So, I use load.
Yeah. You had that, it's like C-PAC subject list.
that's why it's doing that. So we have to do that.
Oh, once
Yeah, it's faster.
Yeah.
Let's look back with the desktop.
Your instance to
I wonder if that's like causing some weird hangups or something.
well, on Linux we use
Another way you can do this is might be able to generate a set of keys within the instance mechanism Firefox in here and download them that way. Okay,
41, 794.
and we can do that.
Alright, so we'll go back to X to go, and this time just open up a blank terminal, so you can get that, you go to the little triangle in the lower left. Yeah.
So I got one, I sent the, it's online.
It might, yeah, it could be the session too. Yeah, kill the session. I would just close it. Yeah, that actually does it.
It says one word.
That's the other thing I recommend.
This is actually.
So, yeah, maybe it's no problem, I can run it.
Yeah.
Should I save it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think this is still the same session. It's harder to be like. So go back to the X go window. If you go back to the X window. What we can do is hit the pause button, or which one, what is that? Neutral spend, and what's the other one? And what's to the right? Yeah, I think that's neutral. Okay, so not right. I want to get somehow something different. Okay. I'm not sure how much terminals this time. Go to that triangle and do all the way to accessories. Okay, so the three, and then down to LX terminal.
Well, it says that you can find.
And then do C-PAC underscore Q.
Yeah, and then Excel group, pull the compilers.
Okay, the middle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's see if we could, get this data saying.
So,
Okay. Yeah, that's all directories.
Oh, okay. Just view it just to make sure. Yes.
And it started from
Okay, you have to rearrange the screen.
Okay, so yeah.
I would just do close up here. Oh my gosh. How many subjects do you have? You have 24, right? Yeah, that's not big. That's not big at all.
no, it's just the issue that it's again, like,
Okay, so
Again, the X11 kind of.
It might be an X11 thing. Yeah.
Is you would.
I'm sorry this isn't running very well.
It is kind of, okay, let's terminate it, guys.
Nothing will get you good at something though, like doing it over.
Well, this issue is completely wrong. Maybe something was written to get, maybe somebody in the X11.
That's possible.
That's why, as soon as I open the level, first one was wrong. Say,
Yeah.
Why it's hanging up like that, I don't know.
exactly.
So you need that to tell the server that you are who you say you are, take a base and also protect the password. So you use that like how
Are you running a seminar?
This is just authentication. This is just basically, instead of a password,
For no content, that's
you copy files to, your AMI, you ask you for a password. This is just saying, we don't, you know, trying to password.
Oh, wow. So what?
So you're not actually copying, but then we get
So I think it's running. You gotta run it? Yeah, it seems like. Is it, are you piping the outputs to a S3 locally? I think locally. So if you fire an HDOC, these like all processors. Oh yeah, sick. Yeah, HDOC will show you. Yeah. It's like top. Control shift T.
copy the CSV to folder.
I do HDOC, that's what the human level. I don't know, no, yeah, human readable top. Oh, this one where okay, so you're trying to run CPU, so she's working hard. This one has the micro, yeah. Oh, wow. Pushing everything out of the micro. Yeah, yeah. I think it's neutrality or registration crash because it only has a giga memory. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that didn't work for that.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
That's so weird.
I know
Just because they have to respond.
That's cool. I'm glad it ran. What's your bucket look like? And so you click in ants?
You're sending it to the
Yeah, and then you subject. Cool.
So you give the root of the S3 bucket?
On the output directory,
Yeah.
you do S3:// just like you said, the input, yeah, if you have your own bucket, you just have to make sure you have credentials.
Yeah.
But with, yeah, then you can make a folder up there and it'll just type it right into your budget. Fair enough, yeah. Yeah, it is. So, well, I mean, I'm using actually a Python package that interacts with that.
Ah,
So it's the same kind of thing. I mean, basically, it does all this stuff, right? Yeah, it's using Python. So the package is called BOTO, B-O-T-O. And Yahoo is another one called BOTO3, that's the later version. But they both let you do all the AWS stuff, so command line, so you don't do that. So that's how the hard code is, that we have all these functions that we use. This is all in, it's using code to upload your data in real time. So it's, you know, and you're right, there's encrypted too, so that could be an anomaly of data, and it's encrypted, no one else can access it. When you transfer, it's SSL, so that's secure, and then it's encrypted on the hard drive, so it's actually, there's a key protecting anyone from accessing that data. So it's nice because it lets you do HIPAA compliance stuff. It's kind of gross. It's not easy. You type one thing wrong and it's like, I can't work. And it doesn't tell you why, you know.
Yeah, that was the problem. I stopped.
Yeah, try Boto, yeah, it's cool. Yeah, it works. Oh, okay.
I think there's something funny. There's something funky when you go in there.
Oh, weird.
So it seems that was like, this is the right thing.
Yeah.
New one.
Did you have to say it that you wanted to load or not?
No, I was in the click.
Yeah. Right.
So,
Okay.
so that's the kind of thing.
Yeah, you want that on pause.
But now, do you remember I now,
Yes, weird.
now,
Sometimes I've noticed in this, in X2Go, and I think it might be a combination of X2Go and the desktop environment.
is because this time I went through the terminal. So after I am forced to run the config, well, as I open through the terminal, my environment is set up.
Yeah, that's true.
So maybe going through the,
Oh.
there is something that is not on. So the C shell
Like it's
maybe
not
is not
sourcing.
running before.
Yeah.
You don't know the
Your batch RC maybe not.
exactly, maybe so there is a problem in the sourcing the thing. So now the thing is that how it is because my environment, all my environment I'm pretty sure that.
Okay.
So actually this is a much safer way to run.
Yeah. Yeah, we try to get fancy with that desktop icon thing, but it's hard to, maybe it's not working. Okay.
So these how many
I would do 8. And I would do, since you have 33 words, I would do 8 per subject and 4 at once.
per subject?
So it's run out of memory. 4 subjects.
I have
Yeah, because I'm running on this little test.
Oh, you're using
Okay, yes, that's.
That's whatever you want to call it. That's the string. And that could be whatever folder you download.
I need to create this. What was that, the wording?
Oh, yeah, like yeah.
Output.
So that on that, so you want to upload to your bucket, right? Or you want to?
I will log in my phone.
Okay. So what you can do is so you can do that S3 prefix.
S3,
It has to be lowercase s, sorry. So like this here. S3 colon
Slash.
And then if you want to make like an outputs folder or something, you can just do slash outputs maybe, or slash C-PAC outputs, whatever you want to do.
And here I put my credentials.
Yep.
My credentials are here.
And that's if you want to encrypt your data. That's you.
It's on, it's on.
It's on, it's off, it'll be either way, you'll be able to access it. As long as you have those credentials.
Do I leave the working directory and the data things?
Right.
Maybe just leave it false for now.
Generate what?
I don't know. Yeah, I would be that also. I'm not really exactly sure. I only write the software. Or how am I supposed to know everything?
So here I should go.
Yeah, too.
All these. Okay. Schooling,
Yeah, that's up to you. Yeah, I guess you were gonna just have this all on. Maybe it's on.
Okay.
Search for remove.
Yep, that's good.
contract processing. Should I just do
Is that necessary?
So actually, so,
yes, because the contract. Issue on the second priors is priors.
yeah.
While time series.
Yes. It should be after.
I'm pretty sure if you looked at the question mark, it'll tell you what you did.
Yeah, but it's not working right.
Oh, okay. Maybe not. I think, yeah.
Is on, is like correction, slice acquisition by because it's interesting.
No, you can for now, but it's, I mean, ultimately. Then you.
Is that, it says essentially in the header?
For, can I use it? It's from what?
Is that, I'm not sure which one of those that would be, do you recognize those?
Camera. For interleave is alternate plus C if I'm going from bottom to top. For interleave option. If I am not sure for slides, time slides. If I am not absolutely positive that it's in the linking part, which I would like.
Do you have one that allows local?
Yeah.
It's like 3D info, and then if you have admin installed, you can use 3D info, and it might be,
I'm gonna go help. Sure.
So I just go and look,
Sorry.
it is the format decompressed.
yeah, it's fine. So you just run it 3D info, and then minus.
Okay. Yep, that's perfect. That's perfect. But also build up the rest of the page. So if you go, clear, next, go to new.
So, So you need to do is you need to get to copy of the file onto the API.
So I have to go
Yes.
to Amazon, and then, or what can I?
I'm not sure if you can download it the second time, but.
Just one second, I gotta find remember the command, but it's easy. Once we get it.
Let me see if you go down.
So if you do generate, and
If not, you wouldn't mind.
Use the icon, underscore header.
By hand.
Icon,
Underscore HDR,
Well.
space, minus, slice, underscore
So
times.
when you create your keys, there's a.
Oh, that's for the icon there, I'm sorry. There should be,
This one.
well, that one had a whole bunch of things, the things,
This one?
Yeah.
it has a number of volumes,
That file?
if you just type 3D info and then the name of the file, does it tell you whether it's there or not?
he's telling me a whole bunch of stuff.
Let me.
And I don't know if
So I downloaded it from Amazon, yes.
template stage,
If not,
type,
you could, so I deleted it. Copy that. Or, you can copy
Just give me 1 second and I'll be able to figure this out.
because for example, this data access says still 30 superior to superior, orients RCI site.
but it doesn't matter the name yet, that's right.
But side on that.
El archivo no es el sí,
This is a bug in C-PAC. Basically, it is students. So,
Here, we've got a version now.
problem is when we tested it, we would always use the divide or some other things to organize. So some of these organized, like, it's a little different.
Worksheet of the Amazon.
Okay.
No, but you can,
Pero está en mi computadora.
Okay, let's rearrange, so it's like that. This is, so it's kind of working for now.
No sé si sale por allá la carta, pero perdón que te mande hasta allá arriba, pero
The problem is they don't specify session.
sí es correcto, así la firma y la voy a mandar. No, no, no.
Y lo último, en this case, but so in this case, this is the correct this is the manera que so
Pero qué, o sea,
sí, okay. So basically, just make a session one.
what else is, maybe.
Yeah.
I never used it.
but Amazon inside my.
So I need to.
So you can download from the Amazon.
Yeah.
Either your web browser. Again, the second time, so you can only download your native US.
Okay, all right, so I'm sorry, regardless of that.
So we do.
So what do you want, so you require, you're alternating, and it's increasing.
Recreate it.
Bottom, top, alternate.
Yeah.
So the options that you have here in C-PAC is like Alt, Go C, I, go, well, it is interleaved. Is that on-
Yeah, so alternating is interleaved, and then plus C means from the bottom.
So that would be like a save, if I don't know if it's written in
Yeah.
my nifty header, that would be a save bet.
Yeah, so you can send to the console, you can generate
Yes.
new keys.
So, but first, let's make sure that we know that it's plus D or plus C2.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's another, like, you want to make sure that your bucket comes out.
I understand. Hey, no.
Ahorita, el instituto es el Instituto Nacional de Restaurante.
So is this acquired on GE?
Yes.
So can you LS that directly?
I think
So that directly. Okay. Where is it? Okay. How did you install that myself here? From Neurodebian? He doesn't have.
Oye, entonces tienes que tener, o sea, tú
So these yield
tienes un
possibility.
file, algo.
Okay.
Eso
These
es.
are part of the. We can check.
Pero tiene que cargar.
You want it to be all plus?
All plus. Okay.
Oh, really? I don't know.
Yeah, I think that those are from the CPAC resources.
Oh, okay. That's, I think that's why. You want help with that?
Yeah.
So flag to remove the work you guys do. This is
I'm,
the work.
I think we're with the AWS credits, but I could also work on that.
Okay, I'm just gonna use one.
Do you have a?
Yeah, for this year, you can go the one that's for making sure
¿Cómo se solo un sujeto o solo dos?
Solo uno, le pones 00, 5.000, 2.
Ah, ok.
5.000, 0, 0.
En el club.
Por día y ya.
005.000.
Okay.
Work?
2 seconds? There's it's basically, you all right? Yeah. Basically, if you don't have time series, the time series option is not selected, it'll crash. It's looking for the key that Karen that was never initialized. And Steve fixed that bug. I thought Caroline I fixed it earlier. Remember? Whatever. I don't know. We fixed the bug earlier.
The persistent.
And you execute an SCP. However you do that.
What do you want?
There should be an application called an SCP. I don't know. Yeah.
I need to send something to Amalia and then I'll look at it, but I bet you if you look in the code, the C-PAC pipeline, you'll find where that flag is, and it's probably in the state. But if you enable it, then everybody that runs subsequently can get you. What do you mean?
Just,
Or you could change it and then reinstall it.
So what we need now is
Anybody that's called subsequently, would have to stop it. It's just everybody that hasn't started yet would get the version.
So, you can try to keep that.
Sometimes, not always, but sometimes.
Or download, okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
No, here.
You're
No.
You have your
No.
no,
Yes.
oh, okay, so it's just, okay, so now we want to have public DNS for, so you're looking at the big one, right, the All right, now you can, so when SCP, you can copy files to the computer. So what you want to do is you want to go to, let's navigate to where your CSV file is, and your computer
Okay, but I have to then like
the CSV. I just copied it
Si quieres hacer más, es el 3, 4,
you can select that to the bottom part, right? Let's go. Select the yeah, it's not actually going to be able to upload right now.
The only thing that or would I
You could terminate the instance and then start a new one. Although that would, since your pipeline configuration is in the instance store, that would also get rid of pipeline configuration. So, if you want to try to stop this possibly.
Yes, because I just have to.
Just 1 second.
Yeah, so you could terminate the instance. So you would go to,
If you click up in the right-hand corner, there should be a,
so here, so the EC2 console. And on actions.
click on your name,
And terminate.
go down to my account for billing and cost management.
And that will shut down.
So nothing so far. There's a weird delay. Oh, change your, oh, it's global. And maybe click on bills here online. So nothing so far. There's a delay. Yeah, it takes them a little bit. It may be like 2 hour delay. But have you been using free tier stuff?
Free tier, yes.
So maybe that's why you're just using mostly free tier. Free tier, free.
Yes, but the machine I created some 2 hours ago.
And what kind of machinery?
I did what I did
C-PAX and then
and the other one.
are you using spot prices?
No, because the other one, that was waiting.
The yeah, so it should be yeah, there may be like a 3 hour delay. So yeah, I just try to pick mine head.
Yeah, so anyway, so I will know how much I get for the amount of for my
And I can give you if you want that.
yeah.
Yeah. We'll shut down if you want to do, use the unit. And I'll search,
But where are you not getting next to go? SSH? Well, the screen should be okay. I hope so, anyway. No.
yeah.
Cool.
32?
Yeah.
Yeah, you might say that was out of it. No te acuerdas,
And then I think while it's like on that, we'll be there pretty short.
Okay. I still have to check.
Yeah. So I do your instances that will show you what's pending right now. Afterwards, it will be running, there will be some status checks that will you want to do status checks and leave, then you can log in.
Oh, it's just, subject.
The only thing is you need to modify your DNS, your XML configuration, because you have to DNS is there.
No.
And that's basically something like this.
Well, like, comment it out. Well, this is comment it out.
You can reload it.
It's all the documentation. Is it accidental, or is this really all coming out?
I'm going to. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, finally, I was but not in the, without the story inside.
That's,
But if I want to do it,
yeah, that's not actually where it's going to save the data. That's where it's going to save the subject list. So, so that's going to be a local file. Yeah. Okay. So when you want to upload to S3, yeah. Yeah. So, this to specify where you want it to be uploaded, we create a mesh. Under output settings. You,
then send the
and you change output directory to S3, or if you want results.
Okay, so you run and then this should go, so this is at each subject.
I would say directly S3, just because the storage attached to this instance will be destroyed when the instance is destroyed. So it's not persistent in form of storage. So I would upload to S3. Alternatively, what you can do is you can create a volume and attach it.
Just check the case.
But I mean, mostly I say S3 is probably the best way to.
So you can just
It's in this case.
take the,
Then you give it the S3
yeah,
So, I see this here. So it should do it when the subject finishes. When you say here, try OS path exists, sub-W path, or remove sub-W path.
Yes,
My guess
was just,
is
a series of like,
this
it basically.
isn't giving you the actual right path.
It goes to that list of nodes and for that.
Because otherwise that should work.
It-
Yeah, let's make sure we're right.
So it gets nodes from the source dictionary and checks into the other nodes depending on what you've selected. So, I'm not really sure what exactly it's doing in this case. I don't think so. I think that it's normal for this with C-PAC.
Okay.
So,
But it's still running.
yeah. So what we can do is check your output folder to see what's in it so far.
I mean, I just don't understand why. Why is this so? It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Right here. So it's there, it should work, right? Do you see this string? And is there really like a 2,000 line comment in C-PAC pipeline.5?
Yeah. I don't know what that is. I'm scared to touch anything in CPAC pipeline.py.
Yeah. Okay. So what's that? You go save.
Accountability. Ain't that right? Mr. Clark?
So that means we can.
Accountability is what? Oh, the blame, get up blame?
So.
It's gotta be Steve.
So it's on.
Ta-da,
But
Steve.
you created it, but you need to check it. So
Again, somewhere like mine.
Yeah.
No. It's not who did it.
Right.
I don't know. It was, so that's the comment.
And then, oh, you click on that, so and then do that. Yeah, so, for group analysis, what you can do is you can.
So if my pipe has a parameter that you can use.
And then also categories. You can put categories that way. And then using group analysis folder, you can tell CPAC to do contrasts. Because you can just, so like, the example on the CPAC website, like,
Yeah, your type style.
Hey, yeah, sure.
Actually, I was running this job, and then I closed it. What is the best procedure in order to run away? I have to delete everything working, or just leave it and CPAC is going to handle that by itself.
I'm sorry, what is it?
I was running a job
Yes.
and I canceled it.
Uh,
And I want to run it again.
uh-huh.
Is it good to leave it with just?
And then your categories.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to touch anything. You should just, as long as the config is pointing to the same working directory,
Okay.
then it'll pick up where it left off.
Ah, okay. But if what I decided is to decrease the number of something in order to finish, it's not a big deal.
No, if you, like, you mean you change this?
Exactly.
Yeah, that should be fine.
No, in the list of subjects, I decreased the number of.
Oh, yeah, yeah, that should be fine. As long as the subjects in that list were running previously, then it should pick up where those guys left off.
Nice.
Yeah.
And imagine that I have another new subject, and then it will be necessary to delete working directories.
And you give it a column.
So if you have a new set of subjects, you can use the same working directory if you want. I typically just have a different working directory for any time I do a single subject list and a single pipeline, just to keep things separate. But I think you could probably keep that same working directory as long as the subject IDs are different. If the subject IDs and the sessions are the same between those two, it's going to overwrite, or it's going to use the old working directory, and it's not going to be what you want.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So it's not a big deal.
Yeah, if you just shorten your subject list, you're fine. Pointing to the same, and it should start right up. Let me know if it doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, how come you not have
So this right here would be for, this would be for just like a contrast. So, if you just flash something just after that. That would, do it like a contrast, one group presentation or within the category. What you can do to ensure a change covariance is you can add to the design formula. And then you would perform
But it's still running, it's all correct. Because it's plus. So if you just. A minute and then.
That's what the phenotype file is for. So the phenotype file, so you include all the subjects, but the phenotype file can disambiguate between two groups, so you can have, that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, C, T, and then you would just say if the subject.
Yeah, maybe it was like here or something. I mean, try again.
Not two groups, just be in the column. And you have the appearance. Gives you the variant. So you do that. So you wouldn't specify the level of subject list.
So check S3, right, select the slash 2.
Is that if it's in a unit, is it a unit test I wrote?
So the first level, we'll do the whole groups.
I think there is stuff I do to write the /temp to test. I can't remember is check S3 in? Is that an IPipe?
What you can do is you can delete the Google mouse and just select which interface you want to actually.
Okay. Yeah, I forget what it's used for. I think it might be for like making sure it can access a bucket and download something, or maybe it does like an MD5 some. I forget. I write too many functions.
What it does is it takes the subject IDs, they're in this file, and it figures out which ones are returned. Yeah, sure.
Well, there's a lot of data.
In this version, what it would do is it would create a spherical feed. And do that based on coordinates that you get. So you have to like create a text file and
What computer?
coordinates, yeah, and you point that file.
Why is there only 4? Yeah, but now we have.
That's been. Yeah, more good.
That takes a while.
Okay, I'll come right back. I'll check. Sure.
O sea, aquí para
Weird ID.
Yes, and this is the bug. So I just made a new deadline right now.
Then I hold on. Run it.
Do that or, oh, you're running on your, you can just.
hablar de
And it's no front on. Yeah. Sometimes
You just ran desktop on your own.
yes.
Carol.
Oh, sorry. It was right. So it so this is the block I was talking about. So the RAMI has a little.
There we go. That's cool.
Last year,
You're greasing child, you blow right through. But why is it that complicated?
How do you do that more?
In a school, running 10 kids. You say you got a couple of
so the bug in AMI is that it likes to off, but the C-PAC has a top. So I just made a new AMI that you have a, whenever.
Yes.
But do you have an ROI somewhere that we can run? That should work. That work? Yes, but I didn't have another. Yes, put it in the empty file, and then turn that on, and I would do that to CSV and and then save it and try it again. Probably just need some generation.
Pero que we actually use one of the second things for that workflow. And on the character data,
So if you go back to the
Yeah, because you know each one of those things I do. I don't know why. You're running a bunch of different processes. Yeah, maybe.
It's actually done in CSV. Yeah, so actually, yeah, just do that. That's the other AMI, I believe those are fixed. So what are the spaces? So if it's not clicked in, okay.
You have 320 gig. You have 320 gig in your local instance. So yeah.
I send it to.
Oh yeah, you're on bucket.
Sick. Actually, look
That's mine.
Yeah.
This is all beta stuff. So it's
Okay.
sort of alpha stuff. It should upload it here.
So,
Yeah, let's see.
You mounted, while you added a block storage.
You'd have to rerun it, yeah. Oh, no, you want to hold that here. And you want to put it in a folder. Yeah, this is actually just a plugin itself, and it needs a folder. So it's kind of. No, actually, I think it should create the folder, and you just want to make that up here. So you want to get rid of the directory. And replace that.
It's stored, it's not.
With your buffer directory.
At least with that Carol's is.
Well, it's not attached. It's not attached to additional storage.
Put it up there.
It's not, no, what was that?
I mean,
When you start,
Yeah,
you have to
let's
put it in
make
the
it
contrast for the A line, right?
right.
And then here, so you have that.
So
keep
you
it
know,
under
you
file.
put everything in slash media.
I have to upload it to my.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
No, I don't.
So there's certain, like a C3 launch.
Right.
Right, as instance.
Right.
So no matter what, you have to attach an EBS
Right.
for the actual root drive.
Right.
So if you put the EBS in the root drive, the instance storage is the game.
Oh, okay, so it's starting around.
So look here, this is where,
Right.
so this has 320 gigabytes of instance storage.
This is a really message. It creates a lot of garbage. That's all percentage.
It's not.
It's not.
You look at
Yeah.
it.
I mean, it was created from a
Put it
30
in like
gigabyte
output folder or something.
or a 30 gigabyte instance. That's, it could be
Okay, but do you understand, so that, you have to add an EBS for that, right?
Okay,
So
yeah,
you
no,
know, she put in 120 gig EBS, when she started.
Right.
yeah,
Right.
so that's what it looks like. You go in.
So that 30 gig AMI,
So those are the subject
five,
lines.
120 gig. So she-
Okay. So it looks like it's right. So if you go into
But
one,
there's 320 gigs.
so it's got the reorient and the copy.
So it's starting
So it's certainly, yeah.
Yeah.
I would just keep an eye on the terminal for that. But yeah, it's right.
It wasn't.
Just forget the three mountains immediately.
Yeah, so remember, we were getting that, that's when you started getting that stuff.
Yeah, it's right. That's culture.
And then when you correct that S out there, which is
It's
A, so
A4,
remember.
A4, yeah.
Or it's gonna be correct amount.
So when it starts doing answer registration, they're all gonna be lit up.
Right. Okay.
So we need to figure out how to make it correct amount this.
Okay. So wait, where is the, it's running, that's running fine.
If you look, well, this is pretty cool because this is completely new.
Sweet, that's very cool.
This is uncharted territory. Cool. So that other program has never seen. So whatever you see there, it's gonna find.
How do you list all the available devices?
Usually you guys go on the website.
Emphasis, dash on.
Well, that lists the partitions on
Okay, man.
Okay.
that. So this is HBDA, which is your.
How can I upload the?
So, okay, so it's, so you would do an STP.
SCP from my.
Si yo pegaba la parte, yo quiero poner
And you want, so in
una.
order to do it, so there again, so there's two key pairs, there's the tab, yeah, and that gives you access to the virtual machine. And then there's your root key, which is a CSV file, which actually has the Amazon credentials.
So that's not giving you guys.
So, but this is actually, you need, so you need.
So that
Line
is-
side,
Si tienen mejores que estudian aunque
and that's basically saying that I mentioned that I brought something to that instance. So, and then after that, you do the app. It downloaded one CSV, I think. There should be two keys in it.
Virtual devices, for instance, volumes are ephemeral, 0 to 1. Instance types are 1 is against store volume, then ephemeral 0.
Yeah, I think they locked it down. Can you search for like,
Well,
you got CSV?
there's substance,
Yeah.
root share among this.
No, like a tree root. Or
Okay, so.
oh, did you need it? Well, it should. Oh, so that's, yeah, so that's the PM file, that's a different.
Ahí se
You need the actual, so if you go into your, yeah.
Because that's the.
Oh, okay, so then, yes, you want to go into your needs, security credentials.
aquí.
You have to create a new one. Yep, you have done. Now, cool. Yeah, so that you want to keep very, safe, close to because then people can watch your.
So I
your
think,
account or
yeah,
your- Copy that to me.
So it should have.
Yeah, usually.
Right?
Yeah, but let's good, let's go. Wait. So here's another thing. So then we do LS minus LA on CPAC test. SDG, yeah. So you have 400. You might have to do some. I'm not sure why I would have.
This is the class.
Yes. You don't need that directory. Oh, wait, no. You don't want to do you have those files on? Oh, see, this is slash.
Yeah,
So is there a CPAC test folder?
That SDA one block price, that SDA one.
Okay, yeah, so about that.
Volumes of like.
Yeah, yes, it's home.
Is there?
You can also just do CPAC tests. If you do about two math.
No.
As soon as anything after that is sitting on the base.
So this is the one you want to do about and that's the AWS, right?
Yeah, so now it's running the base.
Good.
Yeah. And then, you do that in your config file. There's a lot of steps, but after a while, yeah, it's pretty good handle. So there you go.
Sí. No, es que no lo tengo que ubicar.
It's also nice to know you can put button between your resume. Yeah.
I can, which is
It's really slow.
No,
Maybe it was already.
Podríamos mention the course.
Control C a bunch. It's like writing too fast.
So with Starbuster does it, business mouse? So specifically, we use Starbuster.
Slash mount, that's what that's for yes, but I have it right.
Yeah.
I think so. You know what it is? So it's not, so they not be all. And the thing is, we need to make sure that's on. So the older version, what they would do is now it adds a slash. And you can do like writing. And so then somehow it changes. There's a problem. So when you start this, it's really automatic. So we need to verify that. That's one of the things we need to check. So when you do a DF, you should be able to see on the C3, you should be able to see so just add that to the suite of tests. So the thing is.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna get some.
Is this smart class?
Yeah, cameras, this rank deprecated, it's just like removing things.
Why haven't you got? So we need to get rid of that one.
No, pero es más que no
So just this, so when you start this manually, when you start this on your web page, you need to explicitly add the instance.
No, session.
And so then when you connect to it, it'll be there. It's right there. So we need to make sure that we got that. So we, because that's why you're in that space. All these people who are in that space, they're probably allocated 32 what are they doing? Right? Hey, Danny? Chips on out here. So when you create an AMI, you need to explicitly now add the instance source. Do you see that?
But then, so it won't have existed.
If you don't explicitly add it, no. So everybody's going to blow up. Nobody's going to do anything. Probably didn't explicitly add it. But I think Star Cluster automatically does it.
Yeah, but I don't think I really created that many AMIs. It's not about individual AMI, it's about the story. Oh. Yeah.
So anyway, so what you should do. Did you show them how to like snapshot so they can start over?
No, I've just been helping people get their stuff.
Okay, let's do, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to kind of check where y'all are. There are one or two things that we would like to show y'all that'll help going, but we want to check what y'all think is the most useful for y'all to do right now. How are y'all doing?
32. So it's running, but then some errors come.
Right.
I have 30% you, yes, the home team.
Do you?
Yeah.
Great.
That's good.
So I think this is relevant though because of the issues y'all are dealing with. So there's a way. So when you start with a spot instance and you're going, when you terminate that instance, if you just terminate it, then everything it just goes away. Okay? So even all of the changes you made to the AMI go away. Right? So configuration changes, files you copy to the AMI, those things just go away. Right? But there's a way that you can create another copy of it or a snapshot of it, and then start that so that if you can terminate your node and then get back to where you started, where you were at last time.
With a new instance.
Yeah, if you want to start a new instance, but you can preserve all the changes you made, okay? And so we kind of like to want to show you that so that, you know, if y'all want to terminate your instance at the end of the day, for example,
Yes.
you can save all the changes that you've made in my. So Danny, if you could show them, like maybe take an instance, create a file in that instance or something.
Yeah.
Then whatever, snapshot it, then restart the instance, and then, you know, something like that.
So if you guys want to save some of your data that's sitting on an instance, and for some reason you need to leave the instance or you need to shut it down or you need to use a different AMI, you can save that hard drive that's attached to the instance and then use it later. And so the way to do that is if you're looking at your dashboard here, your AWS dashboard, I'm in the instances pane right now, and I can see I'm playing with an instance right here. But if you go down to volumes, you can see that, I mean, I have a few volumes that I've just saved over time, but there's one that's going to be green that says in use, and that's the volume that's attached to the instance that's running. So the instance is a computer, and then the hard drive that's attached to it is in the volume section here. And then if you right click on that, you can actually create a snapshot from that volume. And so if we do that, you can name it, you know, say a backup of data. You can give it a description and click the create button.
So is it create snapshot?
Yeah, create snapshot.
Hold on, before y'all do this, let's actually test it here with Danny's thing.
Yeah, so I'll just make a dummy folder.
For example, mine says that the size is 30.
Yes.
The size of your document?
That's the size of the snapshot that you'll save. And you do have to pay to save that, but it's not extremely expensive. It's like,
Hola, Munta, sí.
it'll be like 8 cents a
You're
gigabyte per
basically
month.
saving the machine.
Well, I think you are. So let's make sure that we're doing that, right, first. So, all right, so you've done that. So now make your snapshot of it.
I just made a hello world txt file. So it's going to start the creation of creating your snapshot. And you can see here, if you go to the snapshots section right underneath volumes, you can see that the dial is turning and it's pending completion. And it even gives you a little status bar on the right to tell you how far along it is.
So we use this to create these snapshots. So sometimes you might add like a data drive, an EBS data drive, and then you create a snapshot of it, and then now we can just later map that snapshot to an EBS and attach it. And then that data will already be there.
Yeah.
But what I'm wondering now is, okay, so now see if you can boot that Hello World snapshot.
I guess I can create a, wow, yeah, I guess you can create a whole AMI from it. I've never done that.
Is that what it's doing right now?
That's what it looks like it's doing. Yeah, because you can add volumes to it,
Okay.
and it has virtualization.
Okay, call it test, Hello World test. So there's another thing that we didn't know about, and that we want to teach you as well. So when you create a volume, so some of these, if you look at the specs of the different instances, they have what's called instant store, right? So that means they have local hard drives that are connected directly to the system that you don't have to pay for. It's included in the price. Not all instances have that, right? But when they do have it, it's good to be able to use, right? So the thing is when you connect through the web interface, you have to explicitly add those instant store drives to the system. Okay? So now go to add new volume, Danny, please. And then type, pull down, instant store 0, right? And then add new volume again. Instant store 1. So this is for a C38X large that has 2 instant stores. Right? And so what happened is then those got mapped to these devices, right? And so if you hit create here, it's going to create an AMI from your snapshot. So I think you could actually do this 2 different ways. If you go, another thing is, Danny, go to your running instance. Go to your instances, please.
Is that one still running?
Yeah, it's still running.
So the image is only in that moment that you
Right,
click the thing.
exactly, yeah.
And in theory, you are not bothering this thing for the
In theory,
running.
yeah, you're just taking a snapshot of it. But if you look here to go to actions, so create an image from this device. So another thing you can do is, so now there's 2 ways to make a snapshot, right? So you go ahead and create an image from this, please. So you notice this is the same thing that you saw before with people. So the thing is that snapshots are, you save kind of a picture of what is currently on a hard drive. And then if you want to be able to boot it, you have to create an image from that snapshot. So what Danny did is he created a snapshot and then he created an AMI, an image from that snapshot. Right? Instead, what you can do is go directly to this image and go directly to create image, which will combine the snapshot plus the creating the image from it, right? So now if you do this, then create image.
Will it give you the chance to do the image of the disk?
It'll create an AMI from the root drive. Right? So now another thing that we didn't get into yet and haven't gotten into yet is actually making this a cluster. Right? And so the nice thing about making a cluster, so just really quickly, when we have a cluster, essentially the idea is that we have, one master node, right? And then we connect to that a lot of different worker nodes, right? And then we spread the processing out amongst these different worker nodes, right? So if you want to be able to do that, you need to be able to get the data to each one of these. So when you use Star Cluster to create this cluster, it'll automatically take and mount a hard drive from master that's mounted to everybody else. So your home Ubuntu directory is automatically mounted to all of these other devices. And so that is one way that you can transfer data to it, right? But each one of these workers has local storage to it, right? So you don't want to write your outputs to this shared drive because that'll take a long time. Instead, each one of these will have instant store connected to it. And you want to use that as your working directory for your local processing, right? So similarly, if you're running this on your own Beowulf cluster, who was it that mentioned they wanted to get C-PAC on the Beowulf? Are they here today? Luis. But you would want to use local hard drives on each one of your nodes on your cluster for the actual working directory, right? And then all the other data, when the output directory, you put that on your shared file system. And that way you can do things very quickly, right? So another thing, when we build a cluster, we create this master node as a T2.medium, right? And we make it a on-demand node, right? So this is cheap. And so we run it as an on-demand, and that way it doesn't die. But another thing that's nice about it is if you started an on-demand node, you have the option of, instead of terminating, what do you call it? Just suspending it, right? Which takes and it saves all of its current state. And it stops it running, but saves all of its current state in your account. And then when you want to restart it, you just click on it and restart it. And all your changes are consistent. All your changes are still there.
But suspended is not counting for the charging of...
You're not paying for computational time. You're paying to store the image of it, right? So you're going from computational time to, right. But the nice thing about it is in order to do this save that we've just done, that Danny just did, right, to save the image, you have to, you have to go through more steps. But if this is on demand, then it would do more easily. So, and I don't know if y'all have been doing this or not, but when you do your configuration and things, you can have one of these cheap, small things, right? And use that in order to make your changes and do your configurations, and then add on the worker nodes in order to be able to do that.
I have a question. Let's say that I have that means that as long as I can run C-PAC in a small machine, only to do my setting of things. I am not gonna, that instance is cheap, as you say.
Yeah.
But I'm not running on it. I am kind of only using to define the pipeline and that kind of thing.
Yeah, to test things, right, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. And so, and these things are available for free here. So for your first year, it's free. So what I would like to show you now, if we have time, but also if we still have some issues with C-PAC, then maybe we shouldn't. But is how we can create these clusters in order to be able to do it. Because this is really how I think I'll be best to use it, right? But before we do that, Danny, go ahead and start the AMI you just created. So I want to show y'all one of these things. So remember I talked about this instance store, right? When you create when you launch an image.
I do on demand or spot?
Just do it on demand so it comes up fast, right? So make it something that has instant store on it, right? So you see this column right here? This is whether or not it has instant store. So instant store is locally connected SSD drives that are included in your computational device, right? So click on, so make it make it whatever, like an M3 medium or whatever, right?
That comes with, yeah.
1 4 gig SSD, right? So next, figure details, and then if all these are right, then go ahead and do next again. So one thing that's important is you have to make sure when you boot, when you go through this GUI and when you do an add storage, if you're using a AMI that has instant storage, or if you're using an instance, that has instant storage, you need to make sure that it's enabled here. Because if it's not enabled here, it won't get mounted.
Yeah, it'll look like that.
Yeah. And so now that that's there, so now run it, Danny. Please, sir.
The way you program C-PAC or set up the pipeline, you have to these storages, but do they have to be set specially like the pipeline, or does it?
Once we get it going, we'll show you how to find where it is. And what you do is when you specify your working directory, you specify the directory that's mounted from your instance. Okay. So we'll show you that in just a second. And we'll make sure with our AMI that it automatically mounts the instance store if it's available. John will be working on that. Somebody increase the volume a little bit. Hey, just go ahead and kill that stream. That's why your system's blowing up.
Kill what?
That stream, that video stream, is it still going?
Oh, yeah. Stop sharing.
Yeah, but you also, stop sharing. And now, pull it up. Stop it, I guess.